If you're not stressed out in every flight flying the Talon II, then you're doing something wrong. That was the mentality, is we're gonna push hard and we're gonna train hard so that when we do it for real and we do it in combat, it's not stressful.
There's at some point, there's something that clicks. One day you're just stressing about it, and then the next day you know you're just cruising down a fjord in Norway at 250 feet in the middle of the night going, oh yeah, this is cool.
The civilians that were training you in the sim, these were Vietnam vets. So the stories they tell you, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go out to war. I'm gonna get mortared. Like, when you're younger, you're very excited to do that stuff. So when I got picked up to come to AFSOC, I was just over the moon excited.
A couple things stick out in my life, definitely danger. Like Afghanistan was a prime example of probably the purest of the Combat Talon II utilization throughout the years. Here you have a place that is highly mountainous. The weather it's bad, especially in the wintertime. It's high altitude. And on any given of those missions, you would come down into some valley in the middle of the night and you're dropping 23,000 pounds of bundles. Only then, once you get the drop off, like, your mission's not over. Like, you have to escape this terrain at the same point in time. And then you can throw on the whole, people trying to shoot at you. You get back to the chow hall and you kind of look at the rest of your crew and like, can't believe we pulled that off. I'm like, yeah, can't believe we pulled it off.
Some of the most meaningful missions that I took part of were in the Philippines after a typhoon devastated kind of the middle section of the Philippine Islands and displaced hundreds of thousands of people, destroyed entire towns. It was a Category 5 typhoon. And seeing the faces of the Philippine women and children and the families that we evacuated and got to safety, I think those were probably some of the more meaningful missions that I was a part of. And knowing that I was doing good for fellow humans that were in need. I was so sad to see the aircraft retired, but I was so happy that I could be a part of it. It was probably one of the most bittersweet moments that I've ever experienced in my entire life.
That community, the Talon Mafia out there, like, it gets its hooks in you and you just can't let go.
It truly was an amazing community, and one that I'm so thankful that I got to be part of. And so, like I said, I'll always consider myself a Talon guy.
I can honestly say that whatever my destiny led me to this spot, I was meant to do it, like, it was the perfect fit for me.
One of my last moments that I had with the Talon was at the boneyard as we were getting ready to walk away, and I took a moment and just put my hand on her nose. And that was a tradition that I had done on every flight in the Talon II. I would take a moment for myself, and I would stand in front of the nose and say a quiet prayer, and touch the nose.
I would drive out of my way, to go to the air park, and I'm gonna be that old guy that's gonna be standing there with a walker, just waiting for somebody to ask me a question about this airplane, because I would love to tell you about it.
I look forward to sharing with my kids when they grow up, and telling them, all the amazing things that we accomplished in the Talon II. And I will bring my children and my family back here for years to show off the Talon II to them.